What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Eclectic Beard. So this go around, we've got British words that are rude in America. There's definitely a different acceptability of what can be said over there between what's said over here. I'm interested to see what these ladies have cooked up as far as words that are considered rude. I have a feeling I might know one or three. So let's get into it.
Wait, what is, when you play GTA Grand Theft Auto, the girls that are out there
doing the weird walk like this?
Hello! Hi, I'm Christina from the USA.
Hi, I'm Lauren from the UK.
Can you think of any?
I don't know.
I can't think of any on the top of my head, but I'm sure that there are definitely words. I'm excited.
Position in a rugby team, prostitute. Now, some people do take that a little bit. They're offended by, of course, people over here seem to get offended by everything. It seems to be a train of people that that's their goal in life, to be offended. So, but you hear, like, my wife calls her friends hooker. Hell, I call my wife hooker whenever she's, playfully whenever she's taking and being sarcastic about something, or whenever she's, whatever we're joking around and stuff. I'm like, hooker, please. But, some people might consider it rude here. There's people that do I say it might. There are people that definitely consider it. They'll call you sexist or all kind of other ignorant shit just because they don't have a sense of humor. Or because, like I said, they're on that train to where they get offended by everything. It seems like that's their goal in life, to be offended. As offended as possible. Or just part of the outrage crowd.
Wait, what is it? I mean, hooker in the US would be like, the girls.
I love how you're like getting ready to do the action.
When you play GTA Grand Theft Auto, the girls that are out there
doing the weird walk like this.
Yeah. The late night girls, But in the UK...
The late night girls?
In the UK, it's a position in rugby.
Oh.
Which is a sport, with like the oval shaped ball.
I know rugby, but I don't know anything about rugby. Yeah. It's not popular in the
honest,
US.
I don't really know a lot about rugby, but my younger cousin played rugby and his position was hooker. And the first time I heard it, I was like, excuse me?
Yeah, see, if you say that, I'm
sorry,
just
what?
like, your position is a
hooker? That's his position in the team.
Yeah.
What? Having a position called hooker or just the fact of having a position, it's better than having position means something like, something like a sexual position. So, it's just, it's all the way you look at things, I guess. Silver linings and stuff, right?
Yeah, in the UK, loaded means really rich.
Yeah.
Like, oh, she's loaded.
Right. No. See, that there's double meaning here, because you take a look at someone who they driving a Lambo or something like that. Man, that dude is loaded. What? I wish I had that kind of. I wish I had that kind of dough. Like it also can mean very drunk, but it also can mean rich, wealthy here as well. So.
Yeah, in the UK, loaded means really rich.
Yeah.
Like, oh, she's loaded.
I heard that too in the US. We say loaded. I think maybe loaded, being very drunk, maybe from different areas in the US. I think in the East Coast, I don't hear it.
Well, I think on the East Coast, you don't hear it too much. Where have you been hiding? Under a rock? What? Look, I think it depends on your upbringing a lot of times. Like if you're a little bit poor, you tend to call people loaded a little bit more often than not if they've got some money, right? That's if you don't just call them rich, you say, man, that dude right there is loaded. But I think it's like a lot of words over here. There's double meanings to a lot of stuff. Like you call somebody loaded because they've got a lot of money or because they're drunk. I've seen it both ways. A lot of times they're loaded whenever they've been drinking beer more than you say it about somebody that's drinking alcohol. I don't know how we got that distinction, or liquor. I don't know how we got to that distinction, at least where I grew up, but...
Too much. We usually say wasted.
Wasted.
For being very drunk. But it could be different
that too,
places in the US.
Like you see somebody they bought a 12-pack in a Bud Light, or well, I say Bud, about a Budweiser or something like that. You're like, oh Lord, he's already loaded. Watch out, just wait. He's not quite wasted yet, but he's loaded up.
He's absolutely loaded. That would be really weird though
Yeah.
for me if you were like, oh, he's loaded. I'd be like, what? What's a dummy?
Wait, what?
Yeah.
For me, if you were like, oh, he's loaded, I'd be like, what?
Dummy, pacifier. Okay, so now that's something. Yeah, I've never seen the word dummy used for pacifier. Stupid person. That about covers it. You big dummy.
What's a dummy in America?
I know both. Like a dummy, like a pacifier. But yeah, like dummy, you stupid. You're like a dumb dummy.
Yeah, no, we say dummy for pacifier. I actually didn't know what a pacifier was. I just learned it from watching TV shows, but the first time I heard it, I was like, what's a pacifier?
Oh yeah, there's a lot of different words for pacifier. Like growing up, I think there's a brand called like Binky.
Yes.
And so I remember growing up, just where I'm from in Massachusetts, we would say Binky.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah, instead of pacifier.
I hate the word binky. I understand it's a brand, but it's a fucking pacifier. Call it a pacifier. Oh, he lost his binky. Oh my God, he's gonna murder you in your sleep whenever he gets older.
Fire. But dummy, also I think dummy like a fake person.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Like not like a statue, but like a dummy, you know, like in a store.
Mannequin.
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 Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
use
dummy or a mannequin.
Dummy
Yeah.
for
Like
mannequin.
like a where you put the
Seen
clothes
that.
on.
So if you said, "Oh, can you get the dummy?" Like, okay, this is like really weird.
Imagine
scenario.
I have a baby.
Okay, yeah, like there's a baby, and like there's a pacifier. Like, oh, can you go to the other room while you hold the baby? Can you go to the other room and get the dummy? And I'd be like, oh, okay, and then maybe I'll get like a mannequin out, or
No, there's not gonna be a mannequin in my house.
or I'm like, who's
Who's the stupid person in your room, Lauren?
get them out? Be like, you want this person?
No, take them away. I feel like from context you could get it.
Yeah,
Maybe.
yeah, because I've also heard dummy before as pacifier, but I
If you're not English speaking, I think you have to give context to some stuff. I think just overall in the context of a conversation, you're gonna figure out what the hell somebody's talking about, like for real. And I think that goes, at least for words like this, it might take again context, and that's what seems to be missing in this world these days is context. Nobody knows how to figure out context anymore, apparently. But or at least realize that, oh, well, yeah, it's called this over here, but you know it's this over here, but it's the same thing. I never figured it out, you know. But context, you can kind of glean some stuff just from context.
think maybe not so common. It really depends too in the US because we use different words.
Homely, comfy, cozy. Insult expression means old. No. That's a homely person. No. That doesn't mean that they're old. No. That means they're plain Jane. Like they're not exactly beautiful. They're not exactly, yeah. That doesn't mean old. At least when I've heard it. Oh yeah, and mostly it's mostly it's used for. I've heard it used mostly for women. I've heard it for dudes too, but mostly for women. Like, oh yeah, she's real sweet. You know, she's got a really nice personality, but she's kind of a homely girl. Means that they're not exactly beautiful. They're not. You wouldn't call them ugly, but you definitely wouldn't call them beautiful. They're homely. Like, yeah, I've heard it used in that manner. I've never heard it used in the way of insult expression meaning old. No.
So homely in the UK it means like comfortable, cozy, like
And
you're
that
at
makes
home,
sense.
you just
Right.
That makes
relax
sense.
there.
So nice and cozy. For that, we would say homie.
Homey.
Yeah, homie.
No, homie is something you call a close friend. What up, homie? Where'd y'all find this chick? Seriously, where did y'all find her?
Not homely. Yeah, so it's a little different. Like, oh, this house is really, really homey.
No. This house is really cozy. This house is really nice. Never heard a house called fucking homie. You call your peeps homies. Just throwing it out there.
cozy and comfortable. But if you say homely, I know it can be like maybe an insult
Yes.
for older people.
No,
Like,
and it's not for all. It's not for old people. It's not for old people. I've never heard it used for old people. They're just old. What part of the country did you grow up? You already said you've never heard a certain term on the East Coast. What part of the East Coast did you grow up? That's what I'm wanting to know. What part of the East Coast? Where?
like run down and old.
No.
So it's a little different.
It's kind of the opposite of what you would
yeah. So
I've never heard it used for that way. Never. It's always been for normally, and it's normally a slight towards a female. I've heard it used that way my entire life. I've never heard somebody called an old person homely. That for me is just like, what? Really?
can be kind of like an insult, so it's a little different.
I think
Oh.
the best one was hooker.
I was gonna say that too.
Hooker was really funny.
Can you imagine like having a conversation with someone? Oh, my position is a hooker.
I'm a hooker.
Yeah. If you go to the US and tell someone, because people in the US, they don't really know about rugby, the sport. So if you say hooker, then they're gonna think it's something else completely.
Imagine. Also, like, what do you do for a living? Oh, I'm a hooker.
Yeah.
No,
So
I'm a sportsman.
if you're from the UK and you're traveling to the US and you are playing rugby, maybe you should be careful and say that you play rugby first and that your position is a hooker.
Purse?
Oh, purse?
Yeah.
Wait, what's purse in the UK?
Purse in the UK.
Like a bag that you carry.
In the UK, it's wallet.
Oh,
My purse.
Your purse is a wallet?
And this is a bag or handbag.
We would say purse or like pocketbook.
Pocketbook?
Have you heard that?
Yeah, I've never understood why a woman's purse, or what she just called a bag, why it's called a pocketbook. Because it's definitely not a pocket, and it sure is not a book.
So yeah, we will say purse is like, yeah, a little wallet.
Oh, yeah, we just say wallet. Put the wallet in your purse.
Put the purse in your bag.
Boom.
Yeah. And if I was gonna say like, oh, I'll give you a ring later.
I mean, I would think like ring or ring.
Yeah, ring.
I'll
I'll give you a ring.
Well, these are pretty straightforward for the most part. Like, just purse is the wallet instead of the bag itself, where here is the bag instead of the wallet. It goes inside the... I'm going to give you a ring. I figure you're going to call. Not, you're going to give me a ring.
We always say ring for calling somebody.
Yeah, I've heard that before, but it's not too common. Maybe like older people say that in the US. Like I can hear my parents saying that. For my friends, they'll usually just say, "I'll call you later."
I'll call you later.
Yeah.
I'll ring you later. Wait, and you guys also say ring, like ring up for the supermarket, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't say that like at all. I don't know what we
okay.
say, scan.
I think it's more common to say ring. I've heard scan too.
Yes, you're going to ring somebody up at the cash register.
I think ring. Can I ring up your items? Yeah, ring.
Ooh.
Because
Hey.
it makes it doot, 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 doot. Almost like, anyways.
So today we went over some words that have different meanings in the US and the UK.
If you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and also comment down below on what you would like to see in the future. Thank you.
Bye.
All right. There we have it. British words that are rude in America. And I wasn't exactly impressed by this, to say the least. I mean, it's not a bad video. Like, if you got... It's a nice introductory video, in my opinion. It's lighthearted and, but it definitely... No. This ain't it, cuz. This ain't it. So... With that being said, I hope y'all did enjoy it. Like, most of this is just hooker. You got people banter that about amongst each other. The only person around in the U.S. that finds it rude or might get offended by the word hooker are the people that look for reasons to get offended. Which there seem to be too many of those folks here. But Yeah, a lot of these, yeah, dummy. No, yeah, that's. I don't know if it's so much rude. It's pretty much, even if you call somebody a dummy, normally they're not going to take and get too upset over it. Again, unless you're a snowflake. Because a lot of times it's used, and if you're really mad and you think somebody's stupid, you're going to use a worse word than dummy. So mostly that's a word that's thrown out amongst friends or about somebody else when they're not present. So, yeah. So yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed this. Y'all be good to each other. Love yourselves. Peace.